Hi, my name is Emily Cotton, and I am interviewing for the 2016 Queens Court and Junior Superintendent's Board. I first want to start off this interview apologizing for not being able to meet with you guys in person, but my mother will be asking me these interview questions that Stephanie Clutter sent to me, and thank you for taking your time to listen to me.
Tell me something about yourself that we wouldn't know from your application.
Something about me that you probably want to know from my application is that I am an OSHA certified welder. I was the only girl in my welding class for 2 years at high school. It was beginners welding and advanced welding, but that's something you probably want to know about me. Also, I took junior cotillion when I was younger, and I am a great ballroom dancer. And I enjoy dancing a lot. And lastly, and probably the most important to me, is that I am obsessed with the Hunger Games. I love them. I don't know if you know what that is, but it's a book series and now a movie series. Ruse Whistle is my text tone, so that's probably something you guys didn't know about me.
Tell me about a time when you felt that you demonstrated your best leadership skills.
A time that I probably demonstrated my best leadership skills was over this past summer when I worked at the Austin Tennis Academy all summer with the junior camp with the kids. I would work with mainly 4 to 8-year-olds, the ages varied, for about 4 hours to 6 hours a day. It was the junior camp. And I feel like I had to really use my leadership skills there because, well, they're 4, 5, and 6, and their parents aren't there, and so they have only me to rely on for about 4 hours. And when they're so young, they basically do everything you do. So they needed, and I was like their parent, I guess, since no one else was there. I was the adult, but I felt like I really needed to step up my level to like be a good leader for them, since their parents had like given me their like trust to take care of their kids.
Very good. What have you learned from your past experiences with TCYS?
What I have learned with my past experiences with TCYS, I'm not going to lie, I've been showing at the Travis County Youth Show for 7 years, and this will be my 8th year. I think the biggest thing I learned was to not procrastinate, because when I was younger, I wouldn't necessarily work with my lambs when I needed to, or so basically if you don't work with your animals and you just try to cram it in to right before showtime, they're not going to perform for you. So procrastination is something I definitely learned. Also, another way I learned through procrastination was with youth fair projects. When you try to hurry up and make it the night before it's due and write the entire written response, it's just a big mess. So procrastination is something I learned to avoid. Never do procrastination, because you won't be able to succeed at goal.
What made you interested in the junior superintendent program? For example, what have you seen, heard, or assumed this program is about?
My sophomore year of high school, I was selected to be in the junior superintendent program, which I love the experience that I had. I love being behind the scenes, helping out with the show, just being there to help out. I felt like I was there all the time, which was fun. I met great people like Trent Warwick and just like long lifetime friends, and I couldn't get that time back. Like, I wouldn't trade it for the world. So that is why I want to be a junior superintendent. I want to be there, and I've experienced it, so I know.
Why do you think you would make a good queen, and what do you feel like the queens should do for TCYS?
I think I would make a good queen because, like I said earlier, I have been a part of TCYS, Travis County Youth Show, for 7 years, and I know a lot of people there. I know how this system works. I know how to use leadership and responsibility. That's what I do. Now I am able to speak in front of people because of Travis County Youth Show, because I get to talk so much. And that is why I would like to be queen. But what a queen should do, in my opinion, is I think what the queens may have been lacking in other years, which I would like to bring to the table, is actually really going out and getting like a visual, like making us visual to everyone. Like I said earlier, I like working with little kids, so I would suggest, I don't know if you know what a Blue Tuesday folder is, but a Blue Tuesday folder is something that elementary kids take home and their parents look through. So if we could get Travis County a flyer in there, that would really send out the word. Another thing that I would do if I was queen I would go to elementary school Friday assemblies. So I'd stand in front of I would talk. I know elementary schools that would let me do that, especially BK, which is my former elementary school. But I'd also work with obviously elementary schools throughout Travis County, since this is Travis County Youth Show. And I think another good idea that I had come up with would be maybe being on in a float, just to get out, just to get Travis County Youth Show awareness. Would put a float in the Chewy's Christmas parade, which I think would be really helpful. Or I could go to PTA meetings, just really get the word out there. And when you work with these younger kids, and these more people come to Travis County Youth Show, that means that the kids' play area is money. They're gonna get a lot more business. The vendors will get a lot more business, which means the kids at TCYS will get more money back. Everything will be growing. And if we can get kids to start at such a young age as I did, 5th grade, they'll be here throughout it, and TCYS will have so much more potential to grow, as well as 4-H and FFA programs.
What are the most important life skills you have mastered as a result of your time in FFA or 4-H?
Like I said before, I think the most important life skills is leadership, because now I can do this. I can talk to people and be a leader, set a good example. Another thing is I've learned through TCYS that responsibility is a big key. I'm taking care of animals. Their life literally depends on me. So responsibility is a big thing. But I think most importantly is relationships. What Travis County has taught me is that you need to have relationships with everyone just to get places in life, or to succeed a goal you want. You need to have connections and talk to people and just be friends, and just don't. I know you could be queen, but you really need to interact with the people to get a response back. So, yeah.
Tell us about something you do really well.
Something I believe I do really well is work with little kids. I worked all summer with them. I really just connect with them. I don't know, they love me, but I have a lot of, it brings me joy to work with them, and it makes them happy, and that's something I believe I do really well, is working with younger children. All right. Thank you so much again for your time. I really want to apologize for not being able to meet with you guys in person. But again, thank you for your time.